Why don't we teach financial education in schools? Because the principal and the superintendent do not know how to teach financial education. Worse than this is that they fool themselves into thinking that a single financial education course in school that hopefully lasts a whole year meets the guidelines of adequately preparing our next generation of people for the world. What do you think? Moreover, they blame time and being required to use an existing curriculum, which is inadequate to produce students ready to support our society, as reasons. I know this to be true because I have personally asked them. We can convince ourselves of any truth if we say it enough. Why would superintendents and principals know how to teach financial education? They've never had it in school. Let's look at a collegiate curriculum. If you major in finance, you will have 55 hours of pre-business core courses, which oddly enough includes another year of English and math. You then take 25 hours of business courses and 25 hours of a specific major. This means if you focus in retail banking or mortgage lending, you will have little exposure to personal investing, such as the stock market, taxes, and money management. This highlights that for a 4-year college finance degree is not all-encompassing. Have you ever thought about the faultiness of our educational system? We can't even determine if high school graduates have had sufficient math and language courses. Think about it. If you go to college, you need another year of English and math. Amazing. Simply amazing. If schools struggle with simple math, how are they providing you a well-balanced financial literacy curriculum? Remember Clemence? She doesn't like math. Do you know why? I don't know her reason, but one reason many people do not like math is because it is something we see as useless in the real world. To make matters worse, we have to repeat it 12 years. We are told math is needed in everyday life. But in all honesty, this is a false perception, like an illusion or a delusion. Who wants to repeat the same task daily for 12 years that has no value? I agree with these thoughts, and I like math. In music and sports, we see progress each year with our training. Schools don't even see progress with the math and language curriculum, which is why they now teach students how to pass standardized tests and make money for the school. The school makes money. You really don't make money, at least not a lot of money, when you do graduate. After graduating college, I changed the boring, mundanely repetitive math I was provided in school into useful math. You know why our school system fails to prepare its students for the real world? A principal and superintendent focusing on a curriculum designed for profit is similar to other businesses. That is, education is based on students passing certain tests so the school can receive additional funding. Simply put, they focus on a curriculum that is devoid on teaching personal finances, which you need for the next 60 years or more of your life. Instead, they benefit from your effort. Wow! We truly are taught to work. How do you teach financial education? To solve this issue, we must define the problem statement. One of the best definitions of financial literacy is by Investopedia, which defines it as the ability to understand and effectively use various financial skills, including personal finance management, budgeting, and investing. Sounds simple, doesn't it? That's because it is too simple of a definition. An example is we have knowledge of budgeting and investing, giving us a false sense of understanding such that we relate our levels of financial independence to financial literacy. A better definition of financial literacy is the ability to decipher and understand various financial documents and presentations to effectively apply the information now and in the future to personal management, budgeting, and investing, including taxes and percentages aimed at building wealth for yourself and your community. Brazil may have a retirement program in which employees can contribute. The US definitely does. And it's constantly changing. Other countries may adopt this plan, so we will use this as an example. You're in high school. We'll graduate soon and get a job. Your company offers a 401k plan. What will you do? What will you do? Retirement is probably the most mentioned topic in existence. There is no consensus, absolutely no consensus. The topic should be discussed in high schools because it affects you for 60 plus years. Simply put, a 401k is a financial matter that affects taxes now and in the future. This adds to a consistent process regarding the need of teaching financial education. I taught a 35-year-old Riley of Morocco about budgeting, saving, and investing. Since the same technique was overwhelming to a 12-year-old Riley of North America, I focused on budgeting with her. I discussed finances with a 65-year-old Riley of North America for 15 to 30 minutes during dinner while on a vacation cruise around Japan that ended with him stating one of the most profound, eye-opening remarks ever. During the same trip, I spoke with a 75-year-old Riley of North America who had no interest in discussing finances with his wife or advisor. His wife, on the other hand, was very much interested in continuing our discussion. Both said the topic was important and needed to be taught in schools. They taught their daughter, who is 25 years old and successfully navigating adulthood, while their daughter's friends, who never had financial education from their parents or school, except for maybe a one-year course, are struggling. Each of these is a separate story that I will share with you in the future that helped me understand my first failed attempt towards educating the world about finances. I know businesses and governments want cheap labor. And no, schools support this mentality. But do you want to continue this tradition? Yes, this tradition of cheap labor, going to school to learn to work, not to become financially independent. With the problem statement now known, I know how to teach financial education. I know how to teach personal finances to all ages with a single curriculum. Do you know why we don't teach financial education in schools?